New trends on social media.
Sonam Kapoor, I think she's very good at social media.
If you write your autobiography, what one lesson you think the aspiring actresses would get from it?
Oh, my God, you're asking me very intense questions.
Have you ever been a fangirl of any celebrity, and who was that?
I was a big fan of Balraj Sahni ji.
When you made your Bollywood debut, what was that one challenge in front of you that doesn't exist for today's newcomers?
There are challenges everywhere for any newcomer. I'll call Mr. Rajamouli to talk about.
That's a great one. That's a great choice. That's a great choice. I'm sure you'd love to work with him. Rapid fire with Madhuri Dixit. The Queen of Hearts, the Queen of Dance. Apart from Madhuri Dixit, which one Bollywood actress would these words suit to?
The Queen of Hearts, the Queen of Dance. Shriji?
Sridevi ji.
Yes.
Have you ever been a fangirl of any celebrity, and who was that?
I was a big fan of Balraj Sahni ji.
Of course.
I thought he looked very Hollywoodish, even in our movies, like when he wore a jacket, he looked so nice. And I used to love Gregory Peck, and of course, after that, it kept changing every time. But I thought he had that, that old world, old Hollywood charm. But he was also a very, very good actor. There was, of course, Amit ji, who's not a fan of his. Then there is Kishore Kumar. I should love his comedies. Parosan is one film I can just keep watching again and again because I think he's very, very funny and silly, and he makes you laugh. Then there's so many now. These are the few of them.
All right, okay. What is something a fan has done for you that really scared you?
Well, when there was a time when they used to write mail to you, and once I received this letter, which looked like it's red ink, but then we realized that it's not ink, it's something else. So that was very scary. That was a scary letter. Yes.
If there was a dance form with your name, Madhuri Dixit dance form, what do you think would be its speciality?
Oh my God. What will be its speciality? I mean, it'll inspire everyone. Everyone will want to dance to that.
Okay, all right. What is that? One of the moments when your immense popularity felt like a burden to you? Has it ever happened that your immense popularity felt like a burden to you?
No, not really. No, I've never felt it as a burden because I think I never carried it with me everywhere. So it was never a burden for me. It was always on my side, and I'm just a person first, and everything else is like a bag you roll away.
When you made your Bollywood debut, what was that one challenge in front of you that doesn't exist for today's newcomers?
There are challenges everywhere. For any newcomer, it's a challenge to get good roles, to first get a film, and those challenges will always be there. And during my time, I don't know, I think they thought I was too skinny to begin with. Like they said, "Ye heroine, isko thoda mota karo." So I don't think that's an issue now.
If you write your autobiography, what one lesson you think the aspiring actresses would get from it?
Oh my God, you're asking me very intense questions. Well, I think what they should learn from it is keep experimenting. It doesn't matter whether you succeed or you fail. Failures are learning points, but failures also show that sometimes you're way ahead of your time, but don't worry about it. Just keep doing what your gut says and go for the most challenging roles. I think that's all. That's what I would say.
And ma'am, what do you think your autobiography or biography the title would be?
It's not the socha nahi hai abhi tak. I haven't thought of writing a book, so I think there's still time for that.
If you were to make a list of top 10 best performances of yours, which 3 will definitely be part of that list?
I have the fortune of playing very good roles. I think Beta will be one of them, definitely. Mrityudand will definitely be one of them. Fame Game will definitely be one of them. And what else? Khalnayak, Dil To Pagal Hai, Hum Aapke Hi Kaun. I mean, there's so many. Sorry.
No, of course. If you have free time, which celebrity would you call to discuss following topics? New trends on social media.
Sonam Kapoor. I think she's very good at social media.
Changing taste of the Indian audience.
Huh? Is that a category?
No, ma'am, because these days these things are coming, that the Hollywood films, they are having a great response. South Indian dubbed films, they're getting a great response. So there is and with this OTT and theaters
I
now
think
opening up after
Raj,
pandemic.
I'll call Mr. Rajamouli to talk about
That's a
that.
great one. That's a great choice. That's a great choice. I'm sure you'd love to work with him.
I would love to, yes, of course, because he makes astounding films. It's amazing. And whatever films he made is like a leap, like a generation leap, for special effects and the way he handles it.
Right. Life and philosophy. Who would you like to discuss?
Deepak Chopra, of course.
All right. Ma'am, complete the following sentences, please. My most favorite thing to do on my birthday is?
Oh, spend time with my family. I just love chilling out with them on my birthday, especially because then, even my kids are all over. It's like, Mom, it's your birthday. And it's great.
Your son plays very, very fine piano, I believe.
Yes, he does. He plays guitar, piano, drums, anything he picks up, he plays. So, yeah. So the younger one loves drums more, but the older one plays like all instruments. So the younger one plays tabla, piano, drums, but he loves the drums more.
Right. And ma'am, you spoke about classical music a short while back. Pandit Shiv Kumar Sharma ji passed away recently.
Yes.
Any thoughts?
I think he's the one who brought santoor to the forefront, and such a magical instrument. It just, as soon as he starts playing, you just think of the hills and the jharnas, and he just used to transport you to a different world, a beautiful world, and what art he had. It was wonderful. He did so many songs for even films. Like, he basically worked more with the SG. And I still remember all the songs from Chandani, which was so beautiful. It sounded very different because, they were involved and he was involved in making those songs. So, yes, we were all very, very saddened, and, condolences to his family.